Once upon a time, there was a great man named Chanakya. And this great man said that if we were to learn from the experiences of our own, then this one life will not be sufficiently enough. And to overcome that insufficiency, one has to learn from the experiences of others, other great persons, other successful persons, as well as other persons who have failed to. And failed persons will also teach us many things. Successful persons will obviously teach us many things. And how do we learn from others experiences? That's basically through books. That's where books comes into place. Hello everyone, this is Harshit here, and in this video we're going to discuss about personality development books as well as self-development books which early 20 adults need to read or supposed to read to develop, evolve, and at the same time to meet the needs of the heart. Without wasting time, here we go. First book in my list is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This is a wonderful book written by the author Mark Manson. It is a wonderfully and uniquely published book which I do think that one must definitely read this. This is my favorite book till now, and I'll assure you that from the page number 1 itself you'll find that bonding with the author. And what happens is, in this metaverse where internet is dominating over all of us, internet leads to comparisons, and comparisons leads to overthinkings will lead to dominance of negative thoughts, which will ultimately leads to depression. That thing has to be eliminated from our life, and to eliminate that thing, one must be aware regarding what needs to be prioritized and what not needs to be prioritized, and at the same time who needs to be prioritized and who not needs to be prioritized. So this book gives you a clear picture of regarding prioritizing, and at the same time it will tell you that how to handle things, how to handle failures, and that how to eliminate that comparison, that negative thoughts completely. If you need to keep in mind that at any given time negative thoughts are more powerful than positive thoughts, so you are supposed to uplift your positive thoughts in order to fight with your negative thoughts as well as show your dominance over the negative thoughts. I won't tell you in brief regarding this book because I'll be like a spoiler then, but I do feel that if you are a college going student, or irrespective of the age and irrespective of the occupation, any human being must read this book. This is a wonderful book. Once again I'm telling this is my favorite book till now. One must definitely read this book. Definitely. This book is around 500 rupees. It might sound costly, but I'll assure you that this is definitely worth it. And second book in my list is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is a wonderful book written by Dale Carnegie. And if you are a college going student like me, you must definitely read this book, and not only one time or two times. You must read it more than 2 times. Even the author has said it, at least you need to read it 6 times. I have read it 2 times right now, and I'll suggest you people also to you read it more number of times. This book costs around 200 to 300 rupees, which is totally worth it, and I'm stressing it. You must read it multiple times in order to feel it completely. I've read it 2 times. What happens is, most of us are introverts. I used to be an introvert long ago in the sense, consider before starting my YouTube channel, I think 2 years ago. Before that I used to be an introvert too. I used to feel stage fear. I used to have shivering when I used to go on stage, or when I was supposed to conduct a seminar in my class or something like that, presenting something. After I started this YouTube and after I read this book, my mindset has completely changed. Now I am more of an extrovert, and introverts friends of mine take advice from me regarding how to become extrovert. And at the same time, this book has helped me a lot regarding many of the skills. It might be regarding my YouTube or my studies. Definitely suggest you to go through it at least once. And if you are a college going student, I request you people to read it. This is a wonderful book. Third book in my list is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. This is the fastest book I have completed. This is the fastest book I have completed reading, and it costs around 200 250 rupees, which is also not so costly when compared to other books. What author says is, all of us, including me, I used to previously think that money itself is important. Money has to be put at first. But this thinking is because at the end of the day we seek for money, but money itself shouldn't be your priority. Money itself shouldn't be your priority. There are certain things which has to be put ahead of money, or which has to be prioritized before money, and the author provides a clear image regarding this. Because suppose I consider a hypothetical example. You are a family man, or you're a family woman, and you'll be earning quite a good amount of money. But what if you are fighting with your spouse every day? What if your relationships are not good? So that doesn't make sense. Even though you have money, you're fighting every day. You're fighting with your spouse every day. Or you might be fighting with your family itself, your mother and father every day. So what's the point in having that much amount of money? So you need to prioritize things. Like, money is not the ultimate. If somebody is into you, it might be a friend or someone else. If they are putting X amount of effort into you, it must be your duty to put at least X amount of effort, or approximately X. You can consider approximately X. So what happens is, nowadays, if you put effort of amount X, there are higher chances that the other person might not even put the X by 2 amount of effort. So this shouldn't happen. This is clearly conveyed in the book. Because at the end of the day, if you want certain number of people to remember your name, certain amount of people to remember your good deeds, what you need to do is, you're supposed to add value in their life. You need to contribute in their life. Then only people will remember you. At the same time, there are certain things, how to manage stress, and how money itself will give you stress, and how not having money and having money both gives you stress, both gives you tension, and many other things. So this is what conveyed in the book. I won't go in brief regarding every book, or because I wish to make separate video regarding all of the book. So I'll just say ऊपर से बता दूंगा. So this is how this book is wonderful book. To go through it. Next book in my list is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. This is a wonderful book written by Dr. Joseph Murphy. It costs around 300 to 400. It's totally worth it again. What happens is, it's a scientifically proven fact that human mind gets around 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day, and all of us, including me, are in a state of dilemma that out of this 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts, what kind of thoughts are to be dominated, and what kind of thoughts are to be eliminated, and what kind of thoughts are to be suppressed, and what kind of thought have to be uplifted. So this book provides you a provision regarding to eliminate negative thoughts, at the same time uplift your positive thoughts. So suppose if I give you a hypothetical example where some of you might be in a relationship, or let us consider friendship itself. Suppose A and B are two friends. So for better understanding purposes, let it be of opposite gender. A be a male and B be female. So after a certain time, so let them be bestest friends. After a certain time, what happens is, they'll fight and they'll get detached. Male separate and female separate. They'll be separated from each other. So why is this happening? So this is just because of the fact that just before starting your friendship, or just after starting your friendship, or throughout your friendship, you already thought in your mind that one or the other day your friendship will break. So this is what the reason the two friends are separated. So this book clears that this is what the reason for actual separation and actual failures in relationships and all. So what it is telling to convey is, if you think negatively, if you think in negative way, if you want to get separated in your mind itself, definitely you will get separated in reality. What it says is, if you think positively, if you think that we'll never break, we'll never be separated in each other, we'll never get failed in your life, you will never fail. So it's about how you react to things. So what happens to us is just 5%. How we react is 95%. If we react in a negative way, it will just go into brain. But if we react in positive way, if we take things positively, if we think positively, and if we move positively, definitely one will sustain. As in this case, it won't happen. So this is how things has to be manipulated. Positive thinking is just too much wonderful to experience it once, and this kind of experience you need to have. Suppose have a positive experience that, suppose if you are an engineering student, right after your one bad, suppose consider a hypothetical situation where you might end up with a bad internals. Right after that, after that moment, think that in next internal I will definitely score out of complete marks. I'll just win. So you need, if you are thinking like that, then definitely in next internal you'll, if you are honest regarding your thinking, if you are honest regarding your efforts, definitely in next internals you'll score good. Not up to what you think, but what you thought, but at least you'll reach that limit. So this is how things work. I'm assuring you that positive thinking will definitely work, and what example I gave you regarding internal, that will definitely work. So I have experienced myself also, that will definitely work. So that's why these books are over 1 million copies sold, as well as international bestsellers. So these are true experiences which one must read and inculcate within himself or herself. So this is how things work. Next book in my list is The Wings of Fire. This is regarding autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam sir, written by Arun Tiwari. This is a wonderful book. This is the first book I have read, and I felt it like amazing. I don't have exact words to tell about this book. This book is very amazing, and those who don't know regarding Abdul Kalam sir, I do believe each and every Indian will be knowing about this wonderful man. But if you don't know exactly who he is, this book will provide you the way regarding his journey. And I honestly tell you that his journey is so beautiful and so inspiring, so inspiring, that every one of us will definitely get inspired by this book. So I would suggest you to read this book for sure. As I already said, I went by interest and bought this book. I wanted this book to be at first itself. So did I go and bring this book, and I read this wonderful book. So you people also read it. Next book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Rich Dad and Poor Dad. This book is written by Robert T. Kiyosaki. So I would keep these two books on the same weighing balance, weighing same. So these two books are regarding financial knowledge as well as life skill. So I honestly don't have financial knowledge to that extent. I do have very little financial knowledge. If you're a businessman, or if you're a startup founder, or something like that, something like related to business, you must read this book. This might be helpful for you. But what do I found helpful in these books are, there are some life skills and there are some comparisons, and there are certain things which I wasn't aware earlier. So these books guided me to that and provided me experiences which I couldn't have found anywhere else. So I would suggest you people to read these books too. So you might find that in other videos which are in YouTube, they would keep it at first. So I didn't felt it to keep it at first. I felt other books. So it's my personal opinion. So this is a good book. You should read it. If you have time, you can read it. And finally, so the last book is Swami Vivekananda, Rashtrada Yuvakara Spurtidayaka by P.G. Ramesh. So this is a Kannada book. Rest all were in English. This one is in Kannada language. So when I was studying in 6th standard, there was an essay competition, and I won that essay competition, and my teacher gave me this as a prize. So it was given to me in 6th standard. So all through these years, I didn't show any interest regarding reading books. So right now, I think 2 months ago, I just finished this book. This is also a wonderful book. This is regarding Swami Vivekananda, the great man. So he's a legacy himself. is a legend himself. He is exceptional, and many things I can't say exactly in words. So this is a wonderful book. You must read it and enjoy it. So this is what was regarding book. Currently I am reading other books too. I haven't completed it, so I'll make videos regarding books individually also, like all these books individually, separate individually, and at the same time I'll make videos regarding other books which I'm currently reading. So what happens is, we are dominated by internet itself, we are dominated by online stuff itself. We need to eliminate that and think in a positive way and just feel positive. And I'll give you an example. Suppose why positivity is important in the sense, if you are a person X and you are surrounded by 5 negative people who are smokers, who drink, etc., etc., there are higher chances that after certain months or after certain days or after certain years, you might also end up starting smoking or starting drinking. But at the same time, if you are the same person X is around 5 positive people who always think about growing, who always think about evolving, there is definitely a chance that, I would not say definitely a chance, instead you will definitely become a positive person, you will definitely grow, you will definitely evolve. And it is not also the case like some people might say that balance has to be maintained, there has to be good persons also, there has to be bad persons also. Of course, in society there has to be balance, not in your personal life. There is no condition that you should be having negative people as well as positive people around you to maintain balance. So this is a nonsense stuff, this is a nonsense theory. If someone teaches you this theory, just eliminate them from your life. So in order to grow, in order to evolve, like all of us will be going through depression because of internet. So including me, everyone might have faced that stage, and all of us have also overcome it, and some might not, or some might be overcoming it. So this person, we have to become this person X who is around positive people itself in order to grow, because negative people will definitely pull us down. That shouldn't happen. So that's what I was trying to say. And after so many days I made videos, and I'll be regular from now on. What kind of videos are to be uploaded, you can comment in the comment section. And I hope this video was helpful. So more such videos will be coming in this channel. And if you are a new spectator to my channel, do subscribe the channel and press the notification bell icon so that you will get notified regarding my new videos whenever I am going to upload it. That's it about this video. I love you all 3000. Namaste from your brother. Bye bye.